Hi, Crafty Friends. Mary here. I'm working on my card submission for Craft Roulette, episode 102, I believe. And it's a gatefold card, and I'm using a slightly, I'm not using an A2 card. I'm using a panel for a slim card, slim line. So this panel measures 8 by 4. And what I did was I scored it at 2 inches and then flipped it over and scored it at 2 inches again. So I'm left with a 4 by 4. And I used a die to cut it, a slimline stitch die. So basically, my card has stitching all around the way. And my card's going to be, it's going to open this way because I'm going to do a seam that goes the length of the card, or yeah, it's going to be vertical. So I'm using a piece of washi tape right now to hold it close so that I can do some stenciling on the top. And I'm going to do stenciling right on the and I'm going to see if I could do this. I want to kind of make it so it doesn't move too much. So I'm going to use some cloud stencils, or a cloud stencil, and some ink, some just blue ink, because I'm going to do a sky background. And I'm going to do the same cloud stencil on the inside. So now I could open it up and do the same stencil on the inside. Now I've seen people go up, and I've always gone down with my stencil. I don't even to give my sky a finishing touch. Okay, just a little bit like that. But I'm not sure. I want that building to be like that. What color should I use for that? Maybe like a brown? Brush corduroy, maybe? Let's start with that and see what happens. How does that look? Not bad. I could always put another color on top of it too. So that is the city. I'm going to add a little black to that brush corduroy, I think, with this black soot in my little black. So let's line it up. And you could offset it too. Let's try to offset it and see what happens if we offset it. Let's look at the roof. Not bad. I like that. What do you think? I like that. I like when I offsetted it. It gave it a little extra dimension. Okay. So, that's my background. Let me clean my desk off. And my sponge. And then, actually, no, let's do this first. I don't want any of this black and brown on the back of my card because the back is the front and on my fingers. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of this blue and bring it down. And blend these cloud points. Really, inking should give you toned arms. I'm trying to get rid of these little peaks. I used too much ink initially. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. Clean up again. Okay, so now I fold it up and there's my card in the front, and when I open it up it looks like that. Okay, now I have my stamp, and my stamp comes from a stamp by, where's the little, there we go, there's the, by All and Create, and I'm going to use this little parachuting guy. I think he's a beaver. No, it's a squirrel because it's called Nutty Squirrels. And I'm going to use the guy that's going down. And I'm going to bring in my stamping platform because the stamp is going to probably require two stamps. And I think we're going to make him go like there. Yeah. Put him here and put him there. You hear that in the background? That's Storm playing with his, you know, the toy that has the ball and the spinner thing. Yeah. You know how people are going crazy over the pressure tools they use? They're spending a ton of money on them. I bought a dry erasable board, dry eraser, for like 99 cents. That's the trick. Awesome. Clean up my stamp a little. Now, here's the problem that I didn't think about. If I color him with alcohol markers, he's going to, it's going to bleed. So, how am I going to color you? I think we're going to need to get our pencils out. I'll be right back. Let me grab my pencils. These are my watercolor pencils, but I'm not going to use water. I'm just going to use them without any water. So let's look at colors. I'm going to go some. Obviously, we need some purples. This is my So that's good. Now to stamp. Okay, not bad. Now, where is, okay. Now to go on the inside. I don't know what that is. Now I'm going to use this stencil to do my FYI. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do it on a big cloud stencil or a big cloud die. And I still have my cloud dies over here somewhere. Oh, no, I can't because I don't think they're big enough. Maybe I could do like 3 of them. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let me die cut 3 dies, 3 cloud dies. I'm going to just cut 3 dies. So now let's cut a piece, because I'm going to put it there. I'm going to cut a piece of maybe a bigger piece. No, I think that should be, I don't know. Let's see. Let's try this. Like something like this, I think will be better. And put some adhesive on it. And joined. Make it skinnier so that it doesn't show up underneath that one cloud. So we want to overlap some of the clouds a little bit. There we go. Yeah, like that. And then, do we want to go in front or behind? And do we want to do that? Maybe split the difference. Me don't know. Something like, I think something like that. I like that. Bring that up like that. Let's cut it like that, and then hopefully it won't be too visible. Now I'm wondering if I should do the stenciling or if I should do real letters, like die cut letters. Because the stenciling, maybe. I could do the clouds. Maybe just one layer of clouds there. Oh, decisions, decisions. I kind of want my, I think I'm going to do die cut letters because, yeah, I think I'm going to do die cut letters. So this, let me cut another piece of paper here of that. I'm going to cut another piece of paper and I'm going to put it on top here to kind of there we go. Cut off anything that can be seen from in the front. And then ink a little bit more, put more ink on it. Add a little glue underneath. Okay, that's good. I don't need this since I'm not going to stencil. So I'm going to position this up here, I think. Actually, let's redo this because it's very chunky and messy. It doesn't have to be this messy. Okay, let's try that again. We are going to put a band over here and another one over here. So I put adhesive on like the top, and I'm going to do it like that and like that. Let's peel it and do it a little bit further, like there. Good. So now, yeah, better. Very nice. Now, do we want to do it on the bottom or do we want to do it on the top? On the top. Maybe on the bottom. I don't know. No, it's more finished on the top because you won't see the cloud on the inside. So I think I like it on the top. So I will put adhesive on most of the top of this one. Actually, all of it because it won't be seen. There we go. Okie dokie. And I'm going to stick it on behind. There we go. I have to figure out a way to keep it closed. We'll see. Okay. So now let me go find a die to cut FYI. So I got these. I got these really big ones. I don't know about those. And I got these thin ones. Let's cut the thin ones and see what the thin ones look like. Some paper. I've used a piece of tape to hold these down so they don't shift, and run it. These are too thin. These are too thin. So these are not going to work out. Okay, so this is not going to work out. I'll put these. I think I like the little ones better, and which gave me an idea. Where are the little ones? The cloud. It gave me an idea. I have little tiny ones. There we are. So I'm going to use the cloud stencil, the cloud one. I'm going to cut another cloud. I think this will work. Cut a cloud, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this and put FYI in here. I have to I usually have some already die cut, because these are from Diversions when I was on their design team. So when I need to die cut something out, you die cut the whole die. They're all together, so you end up with a lot of little letters that you don't really need. So I just keep them in here. But sadly, I don't have any of the letters that I need right now. Well, I have an F and a Y here, but in white, so I'm just going to color them black and call it a day. Okie dokie. That's good. So now, let's use this to keep it closed for a minute while I position. So let's just take a little piece of glue. Some glue on here. I'm just putting it through the glue that I put on here. They're very tiny letters. Oh, that needs more I am just not a fan of wet glue. Okay. Do I want to go straight? No, I need to ink it a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Really? So my FYI is my come on down a little. Very simple front. No bells and whistles in the front. I could add more of these, but I don't think so. The clouds are MFT. The cloud dies are MFT. I still need to figure out how to close this. I'm not sure yet. I have to think of something. So now my final piece of the pie, of the card. My little pun stamp that I've been saving for a project. It is the Funny Bone sentiment. That says, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. Which I think is very, very true. Right? Okay, so we'll bring the stamping thing over and we'll put it here. And okay, let's see. Piece of paper. Let's see which direction this is going to stamp in. Okay, so this direction. Yep. We're going to put it right there. And it is a cling mounted stamp, so I should have taken off the pad, but at this point I'm not going to try to do it. Oh, maybe I should. Well, we'll give it a try and see what happens. Yep. I knew it was going to be crooked, but not a problem. Looks good to me. Put it down there for now. So FYI, you open it up. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. I really don't know where else I can use this sentiment, but it's a really funny sentiment, and I bought it because it was so funny. And later, many years later, I bought these parachuting squirrels, not even thinking about the sentiment. It never even came into my brain. So that's my card. I think I got all my parameters there. So, yeah, I think I got all my parameters. Another card ready for submission. Thanks for tuning in. This was a very long video, but I will fast forward through some of the sections of it so that it's not so boring. Things. Take care.